Hello there YouTube, it's your boy B3, back with another kickin' action figure review. Today we are looking at a figure I pre-ordered forever ago and never reviewed. It is the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla Store exclusive 1973 Godzilla, but it came out in 2023. Yes, came out in 2023. As you can see on the tag. See, he's got the 2023 Godzilla trademark here. 1973. This is the Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Megalon, which is the first Godzilla movie I ever saw and the first movie I ever remember watching as well. Very cool. This film is one of the films that crafted who I am. You know, you see, you've got all the legal stuff, Godzilla silhouette, spindlies, smoking a power line. Very cool. I got him through one of the many proxies that you can use to pre-order figures. I actually used, this isn't a sponsorship, I used Bandai, but Bandai does sponsor Monster Island Buddies, and they gave me like 20 bucks of credit for using the Monster Island Buddies sponsorship. So I got this guy $20 off, which was most of what it cost. I basically just paid for shipping. Very nice. Thank you. Have I used Bandai since? No. Oops. But I will if they pay me. Yikes. But this is actually a pretty cool figure. Since it is a Godzilla Store exclusive, they made it, I think, with adult collectors a bit more in mind, because the general release we reviewed last time, Godzilla -1, wasn't the best. Like, it's okay, but yeah. And then this guy was only released a little bit before then, and is admittedly a much better figure. I mean, he has a really great sculpt, you know. With a lot of modern sculpting techniques, it's hard to get these Showa Godzillas wrong, really. I really like the mouth and stuff. This is the definitive superhero Godzilla to me, is 73. I really like it. Beautiful, beautiful metallic spines. Yeah, they're not like individually painted, it is a spray, but sprays never bothered me. Like, a lot of people complain about this spray on the, I guess you could call this a size comparison, on the Bandai Creations 2004 Godzilla. A lot of people complained about this spray, but to me, that's just more spine, you know? The white coming out of it brings a bit more color to it, even if it is just white on black, or dark green, black, whatever. I kind of like the sprays. I like thinking that everything between the big spines is also spine tissue, or whatever the hell. So I kind of like that. I guess it's just my brain fills in the gaps of why it would be there. I don't know. But he is painted nicely on the front, you know, this big tummy streak. This big weird tummy streak's painted. Claws are painted. You know, eyes are painted. And did he need less paint than -1? Yeah, but I mean, they still gave it to him. He looks nice. He's a really nice looking figure. Articulation-wise, it's about what you would expect. You got 360 on the arms, but you got to pull it out a bit. And the legs rotate 360 pretty easily. And that's it. There's no tail articulation. I guess they're just not doing that anymore, because -1 didn't have it, but a lot of my older Godzilla figures have it. I guess tail articulation is just out the window on the Movie Monster series. Sadly. But I shall live. So yeah, there's no accessories or anything, you know. These figures don't have packaging, they just have the tag on them. So now I'm going to show them with some other figures for size comparisons. Here is our last review, which was -1. I think they look fine together scale-wise, but I like this guy's paint much better. Both of them have really good sculpts, though. But scale, they scale great, and all that someone has to scale well with is their own line. I don't know the exact heights of these Godzillas. I'm not one of those collectors that's like, oh, this Godzilla would be this much taller. Sometimes I like to point it out if I think about it, and stuff, just for your guys' benefit. But for me, the Godzillas looking each other in the eye is good enough. Plus, we got Showa and -1, which are some of the smaller ones, so that works. Anyway, let's see, I already showed the Bandai Creations Godzilla, so we'll keep it moving with Movie Monster series. Here he is with an upgraded version of one of his classic foes, Gigan Rex. Pretty cool. I think they work together. Gigan Rex would probably stand a much better chance against Showa Godzilla. Probably would take him out, in all honesty, but oh well. They look good together. Now, let's move on to Bandai Creations with the Bandai Creations Millennium Godzilla or Godzilla 2000. I think that looks cool, I think that looks fun, and I think they'll display great next to each other. Whoop. And if you're asking yourself, does having all these Bandai Creations mean he's about to film another G&G? The answer might surprise you. Speaking of Bandai Creations, here he is with the foe he fought, or one of them, in 73. Showa Gigan. Pretty cool, and I always considered the Bandai Creations Showa Gigan to be the 73 one, because he was a bit chunkier, you know? He just looks more like the 73 version to me. So that works. I really like that. I think they work great together. Now let's move on to Playmates with another Showa character, the 1956 Rodan. I think they scale pretty well together. Playmates doesn't make their Godzilla figures anymore, but oh well. I still like the ones I got. I never got all of them. I think I'm only missing like 2, 3 if you count the first Shin Godzilla sculpt, but meh, whatever. Back to Movie Monster Series, because we're switching over to Ultraman. Here is the anime Ultraman, who I know is human-sized, not kaiju-sized, but it's a Movie Monster Series figure. That's actually better than I expected. If you wanted to swap Jet Jaguar out for him, that's actually pretty good, because I often think he's too tall with other Movie Monster Series figures, but he's looking Godzilla in the eye. He was not looking -1 in the eye in the last review. Nope, -1's looking him in the throat, maybe chest. So yeah, he actually scales better with this Godzilla than a lot of the other things. That's good. Now for the 2009 quote-unquote all-new Ultra Hero series, we have Jeanbot. That's alright too. I like that scaling. That's fun scaling. Very nice. Now for the Movie Monster series, not Movie Monster series, Ultra Monster series, we have number 4, Zeragus from the original Ultraman episode, Don't Shoot Arashi. That's fine too. If you want to say, oh, Godzilla's bigger than Ultra Kaiju, you can do that. I would prefer them to be the same, but I know that this is just the size you get Ultra Monsters in now, if you want the modern figures, so just showing you what it would be like next to a more Sparkdoll-sized toy. And I haven't reviewed this Zeragus. Everything else I just showed, I believe I have reviewed. Have not reviewed this Zeragus. But I have reviewed the dinosaur we're going to show for this. It is a new 2024 Schleich dinosaur, and it is the Concavinator. Yes, I know dinosaurs would be way too small, but many kaiju, including Godzilla himself, are based on dinos, and I display them with my dinos, and I assume many others do as well, so here he is with a dino, and a newer one. Pretty cool, and I have reviewed this guy as well. So, what are my final thoughts on the 2023 Bandai Japan Movie Monster Series 1973 Godzilla? I love it! I've always wanted a 73 Godzilla in my collection. I can't believe I pre-ordered him, got him about as early as, you know, someone could in the States, and then just never reviewed him. I don't know why. I do that a lot. I never review figures when it's topical to review them. I always just review them when I feel like it. And my channel would probably get a lot more views and be a lot more popular if I would just do things like review this guy right when he comes out. But I just get figures when I want them, and I review them when I want them. This isn't a job, it's a hobby, so oh well. But he is a good figure. He's a Godzilla Store exclusive, and at the time of recording this, they aren't here yet, but Godzilla Store exclusives are coming to the US Godzilla Store website, which means you might not have to go through a proxy to get this guy. Do I know if his price has gone up? No, but honestly, it probably has, because he was an exclusive to the Godzilla Store. I assume you could buy him in the physical Godzilla Store in Japan, but the website, is what we have here. I had to use a proxy on the Japanese website to get him, and I'm glad I did. He's a really cool figure, beautiful Showa excellence, and I adore him. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. So remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.